Hi guys and welcome to Aao Baatein Kare Pooja here. We all have read fairy tales. Fairy tales were a part and parcel of our growing up, of during sleep time, and now the kids are fortunate enough to see them as movies on the big screen. Now, there is a question which I was thinking for quite a long time, and you all can let me know if you all agree with it, that have these fairy tales kind of ruined it, or have they made a mindset, especially for women all over the globe, that there is a prince charming coming to save them? All the earlier fairy tales, all the classic fairy tales, especially which I can remember and recall. I will give you all a few examples. In all these stories or patterns, there is a very similar pattern, that the girl gets in trouble, she goes through hardships, and at the end, the prince comes and saves her, and that's the happy ending. Whether it is Cinderella, where she is troubled by her stepsisters and stepmother, and she goes for a dance and she loses her slipper, and the prince finds it and goes searching for her, and that's how he saves her, falls in love with her, and they live happily ever after. Next example is of Rapunzel. I think you'll all remember her. She was the girl who was locked up in the castle. I don't remember the reason, and she had long, long, long hair. And then the prince came and met her, and that's how she was, what do you say, freed from the castle or something like that, because he climbed her hair, it became a ladder or something on those lines. And one of the third stories which I can remember is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. She had a stepmother, she wanted to kill her, then she went in the jungle. There were seven dwarfs, and there was some poisonous apple or something, and she died. But the prince came, he kissed her, and the apple, she coughed off the apple, and she was saved. And one last example I would like to give here is Red Riding Hood. I think we all remember Red Riding Hood. She went to her grandma's place with goodies, and she used to always dress up in red. And there was the fox or wolf, and he came to eat her up because he was dressed as her grandma. And in the end, the woodcutter came and he killed that fox or wolf and saved Red Riding Hood, and they lived happily ever after. Do you guys see a pattern in all these stories? Especially for the generation which have grown up in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and I think quite a part of 90s also. The stories today have changed, have evolved. I completely agree. But as long as we take it as a fairy tale, it is fine. But somewhere, what we hear in our lives, especially within the age of 0 to 7, those become our thinking pattern, those become our reality. So as long as this is taken as a fairy tale or happy ending, uh, inspiring quote or tale or story, it is absolutely fine. But when it starts blurring the reality, that's when we have to, be very sure to tell our girls that marrying a prince is not the end goal of life. especially in many Asian countries, that is still the end goal. And I think even in Western countries, that is still the end goal, because every princess had that, and at the end, the prince comes and they live happily ever after. I think now I have started understanding the obsession, if I may use this word, of getting married. Well, that's absolutely fine as being one of the goals of life, but it becomes worrisome or dangerous when it becomes the only goal in life, because marriage is a responsibility, kids are responsibilities, and not every frog you kiss turns into a prince. So, as long as the girls are clear in their mind that uh, every marriage is not a happy ending, or just marriage is not the goal, it is part of your life's journey. And I think this is also too much pressure on the men to make everything very ideal and happy, which is not possible in the present scenario. I just hope that this podcast provokes and evokes a new thought process in your minds. And whenever you story tell or read out a story for your kids, whether it's a son or a daughter, you'll make a few tweaks or make a few changes or add on a few more sentences which are more practical and more ideal for the current scenario. Because, as I've said earlier, studies have shown that whatever we hear, we see from age 0 to 7 builds up or makes a pattern in our lives, and that becomes our reality or a roadmap or a blueprint for what we can do, what we cannot do, what are our capabilities, what are not for the rest of our lives, unless we start undoing these thoughts, unless we start erasing these thoughts. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I hope you all really enjoyed today's podcast. Do like, share, and follow all platforms of Aao Baatein Karein. Till then, take care. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye bye.